everybody, and welcome to my channel, My Kind of Stuff, where you can expect to find lots of bookish and cozy gaming content. I wanted to start off today with a little Booktube newbie tag, just to kind of introduce myself and let you guys know a little bit more about my reading tastes and habits. With that being said, let's jump right in. Question 1. Why did you start this channel? I started this channel because I wanted a platform to interact with other people out there that share in my love of books and games. I don't really have a ton of people in my real life right now that like to read as much as I do, and they definitely don't read the same types of things that I do, so I really just wanted an outlet to geek out over everything that I love. Question 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I plan on creating a space where I will be participating in readathons and book challenges. I'd also like to do collaborative videos with other booktubers and friends. I also really enjoy live streaming, so you can expect live reading sprints and live gameplay of cozy games. I also plan on creating a TBR game to play every month with you guys as well. I really just want this channel to revolve around all the things that I enjoy the most. Hence where I got my channel name from, My Kind of Stuff. I was kind of using my name as a play on the word stuff. Question 3. What are you most excited about for this channel? I'm really excited just to meet new people and share in my love of reading. Question 4. Why do you love reading? I really love reading because it's just a fun escape from the everyday. I love being able to live all these crazy, fantastical lives through these characters and books. I also enjoy all the emotions that books can evoke. So whether that be like grief and sadness, or suspense and terror, joy and happiness, I really just like my books to make me feel something. Question 5. What book or series got you into reading? I can't say that there was just one particular book that got me into reading. I've always loved it, and my tastes have drastically changed over time. I will say that I read Invisible Monsters by Chuck Palahniuk in college for an English course that was called Monsters and Culture. If you're not familiar with Chuck Palahniuk, he's also the author of Fight Club, which everyone has at least seen the movie if they haven't read the book. And I had just never had more like thought-provoking discussions about a book before. And it just really blew my mind. I was already a fan of Chuck Palahniuk before this class, but just being able to have all these raw, open, honest discussions with like fellow classmates and my teachers about how people in society are the true monsters, it was just so much fun, and it made me want to explore reading, not just for like enjoyment or getting a grade on a paper, but also finding like these little hidden messages within books. Question 6. What question would you ask your favorite booktubers? I think my biggest questions would be, how long did it take you to gain confidence while filming your videos? And also, do you ever stop having this like imposter syndrome feeling? Question 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I think the biggest challenge for me is going to be gaining confidence while filming videos and also learning how to edit those videos. I also want to make sure that I'm still able to have a good balance between working a full-time job, having a social life, while also making content for you guys. Question 8. When did you start reading? I always loved reading. As a kid, I loved Goosebumps and The Babysitter's Club, and I've never read as much as I do now, but I've still always enjoyed it, and it's always been a constant hobby of mine throughout my whole life. Question 9. Where do you read? Where do I read? Well, the short answer is anywhere and everywhere I can. The long answer? I read a lot at my desk during the day. I'm fortunate enough to work from home, so I can listen to audiobooks while I work. And then in the evenings, I like to just chill out and snuggle up on the couch or in bed with all of my animals. I have 2 cats, 2 dogs, and then also my hubby. and just like to relax and wind down. Question 10. What kind of books do you like to read? So the answer to this has changed a lot throughout my life. As a kid, my favorite book was Say Cheese and Die, which is a Goosebumps book by R.L. Stine. In middle school and very early high school, I went through a phase where I read mostly like classical books. My favorite at that time was probably The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. And then in like late high school and college, I started dabbling into literary fiction as well as historical fiction. My favorite author, who I mentioned earlier, Chuck Palahniuk. Basically, I just devoured anything and everything that man wrote. And then as far as like historical fiction goes, I really enjoyed World War II novels. My absolute favorite was City of Thieves by David Benoff. And then if we jump to now, the bread and butter of what I read is like horror, fantasy, thrillers, romance of all kinds. I like fantasy romance, contemporary, dark romance, rom-coms, any kind of romance. I'm gonna read it. But yeah, that is the end of my newbie book tag. If you've made it this far in the video, make sure you leave an emoji down in the comments. Let's make the emoji a book stack. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye! I read Invisible Monsters by Chuck Palahniuk.